I feel he wanted someone to acknowledge who he was. Therefore, he created the angels. Of the angels, Satan was the most beautiful, most intelligent, most everything. And God respected him. And God decided, okay, I'm going to let Satan set up a domain. I'll oversee it so I can get the joy from it. He wanted all good. So then he created the first earth prior to the Garden of Eden, which was destroyed at a point in time. And again, you can find it in the Bible if you'll search it out and read it. It's there. Satan was in charge of these angels. And there is a great possibility. I don't know. I can't prove it. I ain't going to try to prove it. I ain't worried about it. But there's a great possibility that there was people during that period of time as well. Now, regardless, the angels was the ones that was God's main creations that was to bring him joy. But as it happened, Satan, because of intelligence and so on and so forth, decided that he was better than God. And he wanted to establish himself above God. He wanted to be more important, more everything. Like man today, really. And so he decided to go against God. And in his doing, he talked some of the other angels in to siding with him. And there will come a point in time when I'll do a video on some of this. If you want to know more about it, read the book of Enoch. Yes, it's a valid book. I have proven it to myself several times. I tried to reject it as a piece of garbage, but I couldn't do it because of the material that's contained in it that verified the Bible. So, Satan and these angels went against God. Now, the way Satan had it worked up, he was in control of all the angels. And so, he talks amongst all of them and tried to get them to follow him. And there were some that didn't. But those individuals that didn't, or those angels that didn't, were somewhat undecided. Well, God did something about it. He destroyed that first earth, first world, whatever it was. And along with it, he cast Satan out into outer darkness. Along with him, he cast out the angels that followed him. Now, this is the part that you're not going to want to accept. At times, I wonder if I accept it or not. I don't know. But it's the only thing that has reasoning to me, and it is the only thing that has logic to me from within the Bible and from everything around me. God still wanted someone to serve him, to bring glory to him, to bring pleasure to him. And he had this one group of angels. There were some that were obedient to him and stuck by him. But there was some that was undecided. They didn't know where to serve God or where to serve Satan. Okay, when destruction came with all that, God had to do something about it. And it is my belief that he spent a lot of time thinking about all of this. And the end was that he created a new world. And in this new world, he created man and woman, human beings, to see if they would be obedient to him. The Garden of Eden was beautiful. This was where they lived. They had everything they wanted. They enjoyed life. They were a blessing to God. They were well-pleasing to God. Everything about it was the way that God wanted it. But the minute I believe that the sun was made and light came into the world, on this second part, that Satan re-entered himself because of the power that he had. In doing so, he became an influence on mankind, again trying to destroy what God wanted. And so he felt like if he could entice Adam and Eve and take them away from God, that he would win the battle against God. Now, we know that he did entice Eve. Eve enticed Adam. They both fell to the wishes of Satan and became what Satan wanted them to be. From that time on, Satan's demons, or Satan's angels, however you want to call it, has been influence on mankind. Now, as I said, God created them for his joy and his pleasure, and to bring him, to enjoy life. And in doing it, when they succumbed to Satan and started following the ways of the world that existed at that time, Satan seemed to have the upper hand. So God, in his love and mercy and kindness, wanted people that would be obedient to him, serve him, and be the people he wanted them to be. Someone he could be proud of. So he basically set up a 6-day period of time. And during that 6-day period of time, man would be given the opportunity to choose whether they wanted to serve God or follow Satan. This choice was a substitute from the other angels. Mankind would have the free choice of who they wanted to serve. God would not intervene in that free choice under any circumstances. Whatever occurred, occurred. And he would depend upon those people that wanted to serve him. They would be the ones to bring him joy. Now, as time progressed, there was different situations where man continued to be disobedient to God, to serve other gods, live immoral, you name it. And he thought, okay, I'll try one more time. I will take and I will choose me a select bunch of people. And when I choose them, I will give them the blessings that I can give them. I will provide for them every way I can provide, as long as they acknowledge me and serve me. Now, maybe some of you looks at that's a bunch of junk, that you don't want to know a God that forces you to serve him. Well, he really didn't force them to. He gave them the free choice to. So as we know with the Israelites, all kinds of different things happened to them. They've received blessings upon blessings upon blessings to show that God was real, and yet they wouldn't have nothing to do with him. All because of the influences of Satan. Now, God tried every way he could to get these people to be obedient to him, to want to love him, and want to serve him. And so as time progressed, and he saw that this wasn't happening,